Welcome to Yeshiva Daf, Shir sponsor Louis Nishmas. I'm Yaakov Shalom Sitzchok. We're holding in Basra Daf from Gimel. This is the Daf that was given on Shabbos. This is a review of what we learned on Shabbos in the long Shir. It says the Gemara, we're starting the base, 5 lines from the bottom. It's like the word Tani Rav Yishai, B'Kedushin de Bei Levi. Rav Yishai learned in Tosefto of Kedushin. We have in our Tosefto. He learned in Bei Levi. Nor Godar Uparetz Koshu. No means to lack. Godar means to put a fence. Paretz means to open the fence. Koshu, before raise the chazaka, in front of the giver it's chazaka, then it's a chazaka. So in front of Insha, in front of Lo, he has to be specifically in front of his face. In front of him, you don't have to say go and do kinyan. But if it's not in front of him, so the owner has to tell him go do chazaka after you did after he did the deal with him. When he goes to the field, he has to go tell him lech chazaka. Why you have to do that? Rashbam says Losh Rashbam, the end of the base with base. So v'lo yuchal moicher lachzor boy. That's from the Rashbam. The reason is so he can't change his mind. The Ibn Ezra brings a discussion about that. Is it so he can't change his mind? Or the pshat that every part of the muhzakus needs to come with the permission of the owner. He wants to say to Machalik Ksayis and Nesivis. The Ksayis and Nesivis argue, if someone sends a matana with a shliach, can this shliach appoint another shliach? So Ksayis says he can, and Nesivis says he can. What's the Machlekes? Tzveit Zevin has the Machlekes is, according to the Ksayis, the whole process needs to be under the rishus of the giver. According to the Nesivis, once he gave it to him, it's over. Here he said, I'm giving you the field. Do you have to do also the chazaka under his rishus? According to Ksayis, yes, that's why you have to say lech chazakukri. According to the Nesivis, not. The only reason to say lech chazakukri is what? So he can't change his mind. So the more Rav, what about a gift? What's the question? Abba again is the name of Rav. By matter that he paid for it, he has to say lechazekukri. So of course you have to say lechazekukri. Matana is different. Why is he giving him matana? Because he loves the person. So matana you don't have to say lechazekukri. The kamo kosher, what does it mean a little bit? You do no go the part a little bit. What's a little bit? Because Shmuel, Doma Shmuel, Godar v'yishlimu l'asoi. He did a fence and filled it up to 10 fachim. Part spiritually, shikanes v'yitzibor. He made a hole so you're able to go in and out. Harei zechazok. So go in there, try to understand what does it mean. I go there. What's the case? You can't get in there without the fence. Now you can't get in there either. Mayavi, he didn't do anything. By doing a fence, he didn't change anything. Before you could get in. Now, by putting a fence, you can't get in. He did a lot. And what do you mean that's a little bit? Beginning was very easy to go in. Now it's a little harder. You still can go in. They made it a little more difficult. That's the fence. The Rashbam points out that you have to get the 10 tefachim anymore. Says the Gemara, high pier tzeichi. What's the case of making a pier so opening the fence up? Before you could get in, and I could get in. What did he do? Before he could go in, now he could go in. He did a lot. He changed the whole structure. That's what he had to tell me, Koshu. Before he got in, it was hard to get in. Now it's easy. That little bit is good enough. The Rishonim point out, the Rashbam says, okay, that's regarding Goda, regarding Paretz. What about Noal? What about Lak? So Rashbam says 2 points. Point number 1 says the Rashbam that you need to install a lock. Just locking is not enough. Why not? Because in Mavriach Ari Minich Sechavei, whereas we'll say in a moment, locking just takes away the thieves. Teres disagrees. Teres says, no, you take away not only the thieves, think about everybody else. So the Machlekes, the Rishonim is lucky good enough, you have to install a lock. The Rashbam adds that giving the key is not good enough. Only when you're buying it from somebody or renting for somebody, giving the key is good enough. And that should be a good king. just by giving you the key. But by Nichsei Ger, it doesn't work, because nobody can give it to you. Toys disagreed on that too. Toys says giving the key works only by B'dikas Chometz. It depends who has the key. But regular kinyan, giving the key is not good enough. Another big discussion over here in the Rishon. He added a piece of mud, a piece of earth, and it helped. It's good. He removed a piece of mud and it helped. It's good. It's a chazaka. What exactly is the case? Maybe it means like this. He put a tzor and he made sure to prevent water to going into the field. Or there was water in the field, ruining the field. He opened a little hole and let the water go out. That's Mavriyachari. Like we said before. He's just saving the field. Nosat tzor did some of them like the opposite. Nosat tzor means he sealed it and kept the water inside. Or you took out that tzor and let the water go in. He improved the field, that's a chazaka. But just preventing a nezek is not a chazaka. Why? Mavriyachari. What's the svar Mavriyachari? So here the Rishonim discuss, is Mavriyachari because of a mitzvah? Or Mavriyachari is just not a way of a kinyan? The Rambam points out that Mavriyachari is a mitzvah. So then by a ger, there's no mitzvah. What's Mavriyachari? I want to prevent a damage for my friend. But even though there's no owner over here, there was a ger that died without the Yorshim, so there's no mitzvah. But if you say that it's just not derech kinyan, it's not derech kinyan. You have two fields, in the middle you have a border. The border is a wall, that's the Rambam over here. He plowed a little bit in one field, as we'll see later, plowing a little bit is good enough. Kana is going to that field, with that forgiven one base. You know why? Because he right away was worried about the field. The curse he wants to be going to that field and the next field. He only coined one field, not both. Likra is chaverto, but he wants to be coining only the other field. Because he doesn't have the right mindset to be coining what he's doing right now. He has in mind to be coining the field and the meitzah, the wall, and the other field. What's the question? The wall is part of the land. The Kani is coining the law, and the middle is coining the next land. Or you split it, discussion that we showed, you split the wall, or you split the fields. Does holding on to the wall together the field work? Now the Gemara is asking a follow-up question. What happens if you hold on to the wall? Maybe tell me the meitzah, the wall in between, is considered to be the muzzle of the ball fields. In other words, when you're holding the field and then you want to hold the wall, maybe that doesn't work. I'm holding only to the wall. My only intention is to get the fields around it. Does it work then? The more says take it. You have two rooms, one inside the other. You hold on the outside wall, it's going it. You want to be going in the outside and the inside. He's not going in the inside. Likra is the primi, he's holding on to the outside. And he has in mind he wants to be going in the inside one. So he's not going even in the outside one. Similar to what we said before. Now here comes a little different, next part. He's holding on to the inner room. He wants to be going in the inside and the outside. Why? Because you need the outside to get out of the inside. If he's doing inside just to be going to the outside, then he's not going to what he's holding on to, there's no kinyan at all. Someone is building large houses in the property of the ger. So comes somebody else, puts doors over there. My time, why is it going in? The first one only put bricks. Now here we have a few points here. Number one is, Tais asked, what do you mean? Didn't we say the plowing works? He plowed over here when he built the house. So Tais says you have to have plowing for the purpose of Zuriya, not plowing for the purpose of Binyan. Another good idea here is, who owns the bricks? If the first guy owns the bricks, didn't he make you something with the bricks? Some shouldn't want to say the bricks belong to the ger. In other words, it was in the field anyway. So it doesn't belong to him. And others say that even though it belongs to him, when he puts it in an open field, he's mafkir. And finally, the question is, when the second guy puts the door, does he also have to lock it or not? Says Tais, of course he has to lock. He's in a mudalef. If he doesn't have to lock, so he's like, what's the difference between putting the wall, putting the house, or putting the doors? You have to lock it. So he's showing all the doors is good enough. Says the Gemara, Oma Avdimi by Yosef Rablosor. Hamoitze palteri menich seger v'sadim siyud echod or kira echod. Someone finds a house in Nichseger, it's already built. He makes a little design in it. So then he kanon, he's koine with that design. The kama, how much? Amar Yosef amo, one amo, or Yosef years amo amo. Amar Chizu connected the Pesach. It has to be amo amo in front of the front door. And here is the marker that we're going to learn later in the Masech, in the Parak. Azeichel l'churban, the Zerach l'churban should be amo amo in front of the door. You see from our Gemara, because that's something which is nikar, that's a real kinyan. The following Sheshes told us, and he brought a riot from a brisa. Someone who puts beds in Nichseger, no, he's going. Why is he crying? Rashbam learns over here, because he sleeps in it and he benefits from the chatzah. He benefits from it. So ask the Rishonim and the Rashbam, Ikar Chosov and a Sefer. The word did not mention that he sleeps in it. The word just says he puts furniture. So therefore, some Rishonim learn that by putting furniture, it's called putting a design, similar to what we said before. So is it a design or because he's using it? And that's a big enough for me now to understand next raya. So he brought a raya for a brisa. What's the raya? Ma'i the time Kate said bechazoko. What's a chazoko by a evet? No leminolo, he put his shoe, or he till leminolo, took out his shoe, or sheyilach kelev achar lebeisavechot, so he took his kelim to the bathhouse. Ve'if shitoi, he removed his clothes, he chitzo, he bathed him, soch, he put in him oil, gardo, he scratched him, ve'il bishoi, and he dressed him, he put his shoes. Rashbam says, we're saying that again, even though we may mention put his shoes. Ve'il he picked him up, kanoi, he's koine. Who did that? Who did to who? So the Rashbam here in Rashi and Kedusha explains that who did to who. We talk about that the Adoin, that the Eved does it to the other. The slave is serving the other. Says the Rashbam, that's the right. The same when a slave serves the other, he's koine. So also when the karka is serving the person and he's laying down and he's koine. According to the other Yeshiva, you have to stay opposite. When you're changing something in the field, you're koine. Right from a habit, talk about that the Adon did it to the slave. So he changed it by the slave, he's koine. So understand, according to this Yeshiva, I understand the next Gemara. Chazak shall be more than Akbar, Shakbar, koine b'chol mokum. Akbar always works. My comment, what is Yeshiva referring to? How they call me? It could be a rabbi knoy. It could be a rabbi loy knoy. If the Eved picked up the Adon, it was koine. If the Adon picked up the Eved, he's not koine. So according to Rashbam, is making shpak, as we spoke till now, that the Eved takes to the Adon. So we mentioned Akbar that we mentioned works only one way, not the other way. According to the other Rishonim, we didn't mention anything that the Eved did to the Adon. We spoke about the Adon doing to the Eved. So this doesn't fit over here. Kasha. Says the Gemara, so the Gemara says, says Rav Shimon, I disagree. You say that if the Eved picked up the Adon, so he's serving the Adon, that's a chazak. But if the Adon picked up the Eved, it's not. Why not? Because when the Adon picks up the Eved, Akbar doesn't work by Eved. What's the reason? Showing this concept, but the Vilna Gaon says it because you learn Eved from Karka. So the same with Karka, you're not going to Akbar, you're not going to Eved Akbar. So Rav Shimon disagree. Akbar is the best kinyan everywhere, right? Every place you create Akbar. You create the Akbar even in the chutzner of the owner. Even in Shusarabim, you always create a Akbar. So Akbar is such a strong kinyan, it should work also by Eved, even though he's Hukash Lakarka, it should work by Eved as well. So Rav Shimon, the same way, if the Eved picks up the Adon, he's creating Akbar, so if that, he's creating with a Shimush, so the Adon picks up the Eved, he's also creating him with a Akbar. Very good. So we'll stop over here. This daf, the daf of Shabbos, especially the next daf, will start from Omer of Yirmiyah over here. Have a wonderful day.